All right, today is March 25th, 2024, and I'm just gonna get a workout in here. I got some filming to do, I got some stories to tell for my YouTube channel. I got some good stories that I have in a Google Drive that I think people would really find fucking fascinating and find hilarious. So I'm doing some filming there. And then I'm going to do stand-up, man. It's been 9.5 years since I've done stand-up comedy. And so, like, how do I feel about that? Well, I'm a little nervous. Of course, it's been a while. And part of me expects to do okay. And another part of me expects, like, this is going to be a process. I know I'm not going to go on stage day one and just start murdering it on stage. And then opportunities start flocking towards me. When it comes to art, especially when it came to writing my book, it's a process, man. It takes time. I might have an idea today from being on stage that I'll incorporate into my act. And then tomorrow, I might have another idea for my comedy act. So it's a process. It's a journey. I'm not really telling people about where I'm gonna be at just yet. I know I have a lot of kinks to work out, but I think I have a okay foundation. My comedy act so far is all about my book and what is it like to be the author of this book, because I became a fucking author of this book by accident. So I talk about what is it like just like navigating life now with this book. And I talk about how people respond and just a lot of little fun metaphors and all that kind of shit. So yeah, I didn't smoke weed yesterday. I've been smoking weed a lot, bro. A lot. So much so that last night, man, I had such a weird sleep. I was like kind of like halfway awake through the entire night. Kept waking up. And I just kept feeling like, was I already awake? That kept happening. And when I was smoking weed a lot, I would wake up like at 12 in the afternoon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And today, I woke up at 9 a.m. I woke up and I immediately started posting on social media. I had a emergency meeting with a group of my friends, my international niggas, man, because I'm like trying to figure out how to market my book, how to get it to go viral, and they gave some phenomenal suggestions. So you see me posting on YouTube a lot more. It's because of them. It's because of that meeting that I had. I actually held it at midnight my time on Zoom because I have niggas in Australia, nigga in Dubai, and just niggas from all around the world, man. And they gave me some good fucking advice on that call. So I'm just like, fuck, man, I just need to take more action, more action, more action, more action. I need to go for it fully. I need to fucking work. I need to hustle. I need to post. I need to post. I need to post. I need to go all in on stand-up, all in on YouTube. And I think the two will feed into each other. So, yeah, man, it's cool. I'm grateful as shit. I know I'm gonna win eventually. And but what does winning mean? Really, for me, what winning means in this specific context is I want to be financially stable, doing something that I enjoy doing. That's it. I don't need to be financially independent and super rich and successful. I think that's gonna come down the road, but that's not necessarily my focus so much. I just want to get myself into a position where I'm just fucking enjoying my life and I can afford to do so. And one can say that I'm doing that already. And that's what I'm grateful for already. I'm like, dude, I'm already fucking winning, dude. I may not be financially independent or financially stable. However, I'm able to cover my expense. I have like one expense right now. I know I have debts and I owe people money and stuff. And it will get paid off eventually. But I know I have this golden opportunity here with this book, and I gotta be really careful with where I decide to divvy up my attention and my focus, man. I can't be worrying about focusing on solving other problems that take me away from this, because my book is the most highest leverage. So I'm basically going until I can't anymore, right? Maybe they'll get to a point where it makes sense that I have to get a job, get employment. In the meantime, I'm not really tripping. In the meantime, I got time to film. I have time to work on my stand-up. I have enough to put gas in my car so I can get to the stand-up gigs. And I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay right now being financially broke. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm in good spirits. I'm very, very, very fucking grateful for where I'm at in my life. This doesn't feel real. It feels fucking crazy that I'm in this position. So I'm just processing it. And you know what, dude? I don't work out as much as I would like to. When I was traveling the world, or more specifically, when I was traveling Europe and traveling the US for that year, I might have worked out maybe less than 30 times that entire year. And stress begins to build up. And we need outlets for stress, man. All right? We need to move, we need to exercise. There's something that exercise does that resets the brain. We need it, it's essential. So, by the way, I haven't been counting anything because I'm too busy talking. So I'm just like winging it. I'm like, all right, I think that was 10. Might have been 11, might have been 12, I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck about the numbers, dude. I just wanna get my body going, get my mind clear, start feeling good, get me in a good fucking state for filming. So, I'm feeling better already, man. So yeah, I'll take you along the journey today. We got quite a bit of filming to do. We're gonna do a lot of filming today. I'm very fucking excited, so let's do this. All right, excellent. So I am heading over to the first open mic. It's been, as I mentioned, it's been 9 years since I've been on stage. And well, I've been on stage before doing other things, but first time specifically in the context of comedy. And I'm feeling pretty good, man. Like, the biggest thing for me is I just want to make sure that what is it that I'm doing is very exciting. I want to make sure that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like, sure, I can do all different kinds of things in terms of marketing ploys, and there's so many things I can do with this. All right, take care, Roxy.
Bye.
Much love. There's so many different things that I can do with this, and the most important thing is I want to make sure that what I'm doing is fun. I want to feel good. I want to feel excitement. I don't want to feel like, I gotta do this. And so, like, I'm at home practicing my stand-up, and I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna wing it mostly. Am I gonna bomb? Probably. But who cares, dude? Let's have some fun. Like, let's be spontaneous. Let's see what comes from what leads to another. And if anything, dude, I fucking learn. And so we'll see what's up. I do have an idea, though, of what I'm gonna say. I might have like 2 to 3 minutes that need like refining and definitely need some work. But I mean, dude, the magic lies in the present moment. The magic lies in creating an experience for myself and for others for the first time. I mean, I say all this now. I'm like, I'm excited. There's a great deal of excitement in my body. I'm so ready, dude. I'm so excited. And it's like my first day back, man. Do I expect to just fucking knock it out of the park and all? Not at all, dude. That's what I mentioned, bro. I will probably bomb. But the thing is, like, cause like that's life. There's gonna be things that happen all the time that aren't gonna go my way, that are gonna suck, that is gonna be challenging and tough. And it happens for everybody. You know, it's crazy to think of Kevin Hart as if he just went out there and he started crushing it, bro. He was doing this shit for probably, I imagine, years before he finally got a break. So it's just a first step in the journey. It's not about the result. It's 100% about the action. It's about the action. And it's about putting our focus towards things that we do have control over. And just being grateful for that, you know, because there's so much that's outside of our control, and we rely on these external things to make us feel good about ourselves. But let me see. It's $4 for me to perform. 1 second. All right, my man. All right. $4. And this is for me to, even if I'm a performer?
Right, you get downstairs.
All right.
It's to get downstairs.
Oh, I hear you. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Not a problem. You go and talk to Gilbert. He's on the microphone right now if you want to perform.
Okay,
Catch
perfect.
it before it's too late.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You know I believe in how. I took some mushrooms a couple months ago.
Oh my God! Wow! Woo! Oh my God! Woo! Dude, I feel fucking alive. I feel incredible. I'm so grateful for there's people that walked around the corner right now. They're probably like, oh man, there's some fucking homeless guy. I'm just feeling super good, bro. I'm glad there's not a lot of people out here. It's a Monday night. But let me tell you something, man. Woo! Let's go, baby. Ooh, man. Ah, yes. 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 Oh, beautiful, bro. So beautiful. All right, I gotta stop yelling because the cops are gonna be like, "There's a nigga yelling. There's a nigga yelling in these streets." Whew. Oh man, to get back into stand up, man. Woo, I feel as you can tell, I'm grateful as shit, bro. Oh, this is what it's about, man. You know, I kept my expectations to a minimum. It's been 9 years, bro. It's what it's about. It's about taking action. We put our focus on the actions we take, not the reactions from other people. I don't have control over people's reactions. I don't have control over that. But dude, you know what I just did? I just went on stage and I expressed myself to the fullest and max capacity. And I feel alive. Now, how did I do? You're probably wondering, how did you do, Greg? Well, I got some laughs. There were some dead moments, right? There were some jokes that did not land at all. And I'm like, wow, okay, that didn't land. Okay, for sure. Sounds good. I don't know, man. Like, part of me is like, did I talk too much about white bitches? Did I? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, do people, like, I think I gotta find my crowd. That's what it is, right? I'm just finding my people. That's what I'm doing, right? I'm not for everybody. I'm not your Jerry Seinfeld comic, like, you can listen to me while the kids are in the room. Absolutely not. That is not the kind of comedian that I am at all. That is not me whatsoever. So I think there was there's some discomfort, because the thing is, bro, I don't know. We'll see. You know, it's nothing against them. I gotta work on my craft a lot more. And I've been going to see stand up a lot recently, and these people make it look like easy and effortless. I went to go see Dion Cole on like 4 days ago or something like that, 4 or 5 days ago, and just seeing him on stage, I'm like, bro, I can do that. But you know, we got 6 mics this week, man, so I'm really not tripping. I'm like, okay, well, let's go back to the drawing board. We still got some things to work out. We got some more action to take, man. Now, dude, before I went up, it's crazy. My whole body was sweating, dude. I was like, I went to the bathroom and I felt my shirt as I was moving. I'm like, my shirt is wet. Is that from me? So yeah, you know, I think it was just natural, like, adrenaline just pumping through my body. And I just feel so great, man. I feel so great. I love it, man. And that's what it's about, dude. Like, it's about just going for I love how when things are going good for people, they start giving advice. Because it's like, bro, you know, this is how you do it. Like, this is how it is. Like, this is, yeah, that's me. You know, just things start going my way just a little bit, and now it's time to start dishing out some fucking life advice. Oh God, dude, did I get so fucking lucky, man, to be who the fuck it is that I am. I'm so grateful to be who I am, man. Wow. Let's go for a walk, huh? Fuck, might as well. Where are we going? I don't know. Where should we go? Let's go to some fucking I don't know, somewhere. Just fucking walk. Let's walk and talk. But yeah, man, I got adrenaline pumping through my body. When I got off stage, I went up outside, and I just had to center myself. I just had to breathe. Get some fresh air in my lungs, man. It's a journey, man. It's a process. The other day, actually, as a matter of fact, I have the first draft of the Real Nigga Bible on Evernote. It's the same Evernote that I use to write the jokes for the Real Nigga Bible in terms of like my comedy set. And it's interesting because I forgot that with the Real Nigga Bible, the way it started out, it was just gonna be the 10 Commandments. I think I was just gonna put it in a PDF, like two pages on Google Doc or something like that, and then just send it out. But then it ended up becoming so much more than that, and it evolved, and now it's an actual book. It's an actual book, man. So let's see, how did the crowd respond? Well, it was a little spotty. You know, we got some good laughs. Woo, that's it, bro. I mean, dude, I got 5 more open mics this week. Like, why are we gonna harp on one? We got work to do. That's it. If you read the first version of the Real Nigga Bible, which maybe I'll put it out someday, you'll see like, oh damn, a lot of things have changed. But what you'll see is like, you'll see like the original version of the jokes that I put in the Bible, and you'll say like, oh okay, wow, like you get to kind of see how it evolved. You can see what it started off as, and that's what like comedy is, right? And you got to think like it takes comedians like a year to come up with like an hour of stand-up material, and that's like going at it consistently. So I remember I read in Tim Ferriss's book Tools of Titans, he interviewed Whitney Cummings, who's a comedian, and she was saying like, if she's gonna help somebody become a professional stand-up comedian, first thing she's gonna do is just get them to go on stage as much as possible for the first 2 years, because for the first 2 years it's not necessarily about the material, it's just about getting on stage and getting comfortable with being on stage. And I don't know, I think I did like maybe 3 minutes today. Woo! Oh man. Wow. Holy shit, dude, this is a wild ass feeling. I feel so like fucking alive, man. Oh my god, I feel like a fucking giant. I'm so grateful, man. I'm so fucking grateful, dude. Wow. 9 years, dude. It's been 9 years. And I made my return. I have we got a lot to do still, but we're not gonna worry about that, bro. It's literally all I have is today. I will only ever have today. And today what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna focus on the win, that the fact that I fucking went on stage today. And you know, it was my dream to be a stand-up comedian. It's hard, you know. It's hard, man. It's not easy getting up there, and like you write some jokes that you think are gonna land, and they just completely don't land. You're just like, oh wow, I did not expect to be met with silence with that one. I was gonna get some laughs, but you know, such is the game, right? Like I remember last month, actually to this day, I had a jiu-jitsu competition, and I lost my match, right? I lost by 1 point. And I remember when I got home, I felt humiliated. I felt humiliated for like 2 days, dude. It was the next 2 days after losing my tournament were very brutal. Oh, very brutal, man. Shit. And I was in bed most of those days. So I'm in bed feeling humiliated. But you know what, dude? I had a conversation with my older sister who was at the jiu-jitsu tournament. She was there with her family, and I was telling her how I was so humiliated. She goes, humiliated? Like, never that. Like, why? Like, when I see you in there, it's like, it's so brave. Like, the fact that you went in there and you actually tried. She's like, nobody else could have done that. Nobody else could have done what you did. And she says that she wishes that she had spoke to me afterwards and really be able to give me those words. But I look at it the same way, man. It's like, you know what, dude? I fucking went for it, man. I fucking went for it. Regardless of outcome, I did my best. I did it my way. And we're going to go again. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. And stand-up is a fucking motherfucker of an art, because you have to practice in front of other people. It's one of those things, right? Like, I thought that the jokes that I had were pretty good, but there were some times where I was met with complete silence, and I was like, okay, well, that's crazy. Well, I received some new information about the joke, or these jokes, and we have some work to do. Maybe not. Maybe it could have been the room. We gotta be mindful of, like, the fact that, yes, this was an open mic night. At the same time, there were musicians and there was poetry. So people went there for different reasons, right? People didn't go there to listen to this, like, irreverent kind of, like, I wouldn't even consider myself someone who is even remotely close to Dave Chappelle's level, but someone who has, like, this kind of different way of viewing life. They didn't sit down intentionally and decide, today I'm gonna go watch some comedy. Whoa, look at that. It's a big ass raccoon. What the fuck? Look at that. Dude. Raccoon. Damn, I don't even know, like, what do you know how cats, you can go, like, what the fuck do you do with a raccoon, bro? Wow. I'm astonished. Still, I'm in shock, dude. I'm still in shock. Like, I still feel like I'm on cloud 9. I just feel so elevated. I feel so healed. I feel so grounded. I feel elated. I feel just disbelief, bro. Like, wow, I can't believe I actually went back on stage tonight, man. One day I'm gonna be packing out motherfucking rooms, dude. One day I'm gonna be the biggest comedian in the world, Craig. Not just the city, of the world. It'll take time, you know. I just gotta keep at it. I don't know how long it'll take, but who cares? I'll figure it out, man. I'll figure it out. I don't have the next 10, 20 steps. I just know, like, this week I'm going to a bunch of open mics and I'm gonna figure it out. Oh, man. Wow. I feel alive. I feel like I just woke the fuck up, like, whoa. Whoa. You know, I feel like I went to go see this comedian. His name is Adam Ray. He also plays this character. He dresses up like Dr. Phil, And he does comedy as Dr. Phil, and it's hilarious. It's absolutely fucking hilarious. And I saw him live a couple weeks ago, and he said something that was so true. He said sometimes the universe like gives you signals in terms of when it's time to stop smoking weed, and I feel like I got those signals. I got them loud and clear. You know that it's time to stop smoking weed when you end up at the ER and you're just high. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just paranoid. That's like a good time to take a break. That's when you say, all right, yeah, this weed thing's not working right now. Let's reassess, let's reevaluate, and return to this later. And I can see why, dude. I feel so fucking unbelievably elated, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude. Wow. 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 I hope with all of my motherfucking heart and being, dude, that you find something like how I feel right now. But for you, whatever fucking gets you juiced up, whatever gets you excited, whatever makes you feel good and feel alive and just feel like just taking over, man. I hope that you have something like that. And if you don't, if you have an idea, and if you maybe you had something like that, I hope you return back to it. We're all just trying to find our way home, right? I think that's all we're all trying to do, man. We're all just trying to find our way home. And I just want to be with people who help me get there. Not everybody is my person, man. This world is crazy, dude. Most people aren't necessarily operating from a place of feeling good, dude. It's hard. We weren't taught how to fucking live, dude. Like, we don't have the instruction manual, like how to live as a human being, bro. We don't know ourselves. We don't know why we're here. We don't know so much, dude. And there's a lot of people out there that feel lonely, bro. There's a lot of people out there who feels like it's just them. There's a lot of people who feel like they're going through life wearing a weighted blanket. And my heart goes out to them, dude, because a lot of people don't know better. I happened just to get extremely lucky. I got very lucky that when I was in high school, I failed my driver's test 3 times. And because of that, my brother-in-law had to take me to school. And my brother-in-law happened to be someone who's a CEO, who happened to be into Tony Robbins, who would happen to listen to Tony Robbins on the way to dropping me off at school. And a year later, going through like a breakup and going through some challenges, it's like, all right, well, I'm ready to accept that. But not just that. I'm ready to accept like Tony Robbins. I'm ready to accept the Lord Tony Robbins in my life. The Lord Tony Robbins. I'm ready to accept the Lord in my life. Fucking Tony Robbins. That's funny, man. And I also got lucky that my brother-in-law's sales manager happened to be a guy who was a millionaire in the 90s, who also was obsessed with Tony Robbins and personal development and has read hundreds upon hundreds of books, and that he was actually a personality fit for me in terms of enthusiasm, in terms of communication wise. I got very lucky to receive a fucking phenomenal education early on in my late in my teens and early 20s. But a lot of people don't have that, bro. A lot of people just are like, okay, my mom says I should go to college, or my dad says this, or I'm supposed to do this, and okay, they do the right things and they end up doing something and they hate their lives, they hate themselves, and now they're trying to figure out how to go about this, and they don't have people that they can rely on and go to, and they don't even know what to search out. And now they have, you know, different addictions to different things that help them cope, because it's like, it's fucking emotionally intense, bro. Like, you think about addiction, it's just like what you're doing is you're trying to escape the fucking feeling that you feel inside, right? We don't like to feel what we feel inside. Sometimes those fucking emotions are so intense that we can't deal with them. So we look for ways to be able to cope, right? Alcohol, porn, weed, drugs, sex, people. I mean, like, even like horrible relationships, codependency. It's not easy out here, man. Trying to figure it out. So I'm when I say in my videos, I know it's a little silly to say, but it's the truth, nigga. Like, I'm a role model to some people, not to everybody. I know I talk about fucking drugs and psychedelics and, you know, crazy ass experiences and risks that I took that were like dangerous that ended up working well for me. I've taken so many risks in my life. I'm surprised I'm still alive. I'm serious, bro. There's like one time I was in high school. I'm gonna tell this story at length on my channel. I'll probably just tell it again, you know. But I remember I was in high school one time, and my high school was on top of a hill. So to get to my high school, no matter what direction you're coming from, you had to go up a hill. And I had two different ways to get to my school. For me, where I lived, it was one way, which was shorter, but I had to go up a fucking super steep hill, or I can go the longer way, which is the hill was just like a steady incline. It wasn't super intense. The thing about the big one was, like, if it's your first time walking up that hill, you're gonna take a break. I don't care. I don't care who you are. Usain Bolt, motherfucking Michael Jordan. No, I'm just kidding. Like, these are obviously like super athletes. Like, I think they'll be able to handle it. But for the average person walking up that hill, you're gonna take a break, maybe a couple breaks walking up the hill. It's the steepest hill I've ever walked on in my entire life. And when you get to the top of the hill, and then you're starting to go, you're gonna kind of come down. Well, as soon as you get to the top of the hill, bro, you're sweating, you're hot, like, you know, fuck, man, you know, and then once you get to the top, bro, and like it's time to go downhill, the sun just hits you in your face, and the sun is just beating you down as you walk down this hill, and you walk up another little hill, and it's just on your face the entire time. So one day, I'm going towards the bigger hill, that one, the steep one, because it takes a shorter time for me to get to school that way. So I'm walking through the alley, and there is a car that pulls up next to me, and he says, "Hey, man, I live in your apartment building. Do you want to ride to school?" And I'm like, "You live in my apartment building? What? I've never seen this man in my life." And he's like, "Yeah, man, I live in your apartment building. Like, hey, do you want to ride to school?" And I was like, "What? Like, you know what? What?" We're going back and forth. And then after a certain point, he just gives up, or I starts driving off. But I don't want to walk to school. So he's driving, and I yell out. I say, wait. The car stops. I walk up to the window, and I say, do you really live in my apartment building? He's like, "Yeah, I do." And I was like, "All right, I'll take a ride." So I get in his car. And he actually takes me to school. Dude, I should be dead. But like, dude, like, I don't advise like people take those kind of risks. Like, I was just a kid. I'm addicted to risk. That's my thing, dude. Like, I'm just addicted to risk. I love it. It fucking fills me up. It just like when it works out well, because, you know, high risk, high reward. Now that one was high risk, low reward, but generally speaking, you know, high risk, high reward. At least that's a saying that sounds really good that people like to throw around. And I love that, dude. I love Because I have had things where it's like high risk and I've been rewarded very heavily for it. And I think this is the same thing with this book, dude. Like marketing this book and going all in on this book, it's high risk. Me going on stage, talking about my book, talking about white bitches, it's high risk. In today's climate, bro, in California, you know, motherfuckers is woke. Niggas don't like that shit. So, you know, I'm finding my way. I'm figuring things out as I go along. And I know other people are as well. And I know I have these crazy stories, but I do really feel like I am truly a role model for a lot of people in terms of, you know, I'm imperfect. I'm imperfect. I'm human, but I don't want to hide those sides of me that may turn people off. I'm rough around the edges. I'm fucking crazy. I'm batshit crazy, but at the same time, I'm a fucking genius. I'm smart as fuck, and at the same time, I'm fucking stupid as shit. And I think that's, you know, that's just how I am. And I definitely think that I can inspire people to live the life that they feel good living. Because I know I make a lot of bonehead mistakes and I take unnecessary risks and all this kind of shit, and, you know, I fuck up. But there's one thing that's true. I fucking enjoy my life. I love my life. I feel like I've lived a great life and I'm going to continue to live a great life. I am very fortunate to be who it is that I am, and I'm very fortunate that my life is playing out the way that it is. And I fully understand that this is not the case for everybody. Not everybody has this experience of life. So I hope that I can lead by example and just show you like, hey, I'm going for it. And regardless, and I just want to put my mindset into you if it helps out in any way in terms of, hey, like, it's about taking action. This is a lot of stuff that I've talked about and I talk about on this channel, and you might pick up a few things. And if there's things that don't resonate with you, you don't have to apply them to your life. And I don't care, man. For me, it's all about full expression. I just want to express myself fully, and it seems like there are people who love that, and there are people who listen to that, and people who want more of that, and there are people who just don't care about it whatsoever, and that's okay. I don't wish them harm, and we just don't get along. That's fine. So I'm gonna drive home. I'm gonna listen to some good music. I'm gonna try to make sense of all of this and just ride this wave. All right, now I'm back at home, and the emotions have died down a little bit. And on the way home, what started to happen was I wanted to get into these thought loops where I began to judge myself. And I said, no, we're not going to go down that road. We're not going to do that. We're going to change our focus towards what we can control. And we're going to change our focus towards just being grateful for where we're at. And when it comes to life, I got into my room and I just realized, like, I understand like the importance of mental toughness, because you need to be like mentally strong to be able to do anything great in your life, because anything worth doing is going to require a great deal of failure. It's going to require a great deal of vulnerability, fear, anxiety, frustration. And the people who are consistent are the people who win. People who are consistent and intentional. This is not the case for everybody. I understand that. But for the most part, dude, you got to be mentally strong, because you're not going to likely get to where you're going off of your first try, your second try. You know, I said this before I went into the comedy or went to the open mic. Like, Kevin Hart just didn't become Kevin Hart after the first like 5 open mics that he went to, or first 10. I would even say like maybe even after like the first 50. So yeah, you got to be your own best friend, and you got to protect yourself, in terms of like the plaguing like negative mental patterns that we run in our head. And I'm just sitting here just grounding myself in gratitude. I'm very grateful. So, anyway, yeah, this is my first time back. And we got 5 more mics this week. So let's see how those other ones play out.